Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Bloom Outdoors. So today we are going to be installing this. It is a heads-up display for my 2018 F-150. So I bought it off of F-150 LEDs. Was originally, I think it was originally $200, but I got it on sale for $160 or $170, something like that. It shouldn't be too hard to install. There was directions in here. I already opened it up and looked at it, but it's pretty neat because I don't know if any of the models of the newer F-150s have like a stock heads-up display. This model does not have it. That's why I bought one. But I don't know if like the Platinum and King Ranch and all that, if they have the heads-up display. I don't think they do, but I'm not 100% positive. So if they don't have it, this should be compatible with, I believe it's any 2015 and up F-150. You should be able to get this. I'll leave a link for it in the description down below. But yeah, it's just a heads-up display. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the back. They have 25 different options for different things you can display. I think I'm just going to do speed, RPMs, maybe like fuel and time. So there's a whole bunch of different stuff. There's 25 different options. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different stuff you can do with it. I'm just going to do some of this easy, simple stuff. So it's just right there in front of my face. It shouldn't be too hard to install, but yeah, anyways, there's a link for it down in the description below, but let's get into it and get this bad boy installed. So let's open it up. We have the little heads-up display unit right here. Looks like there is two little sticky pieces on the bottom, so when you set it down, the thing will stay firm. It's not going to move around and like get loose on you. It's going to stay in the spot you want it to. But this way, it's also just stuck down. It's not like it's drilled into the dash, so it's not permanent. You can take it out if you want to, but it does have the sticky stuff, so it will stay in place. And it's not going to move around on you when you're driving or anything. We have our OBD 2-port connector and the connector that goes into the back of the heads-up display unit. And we have also got this little piece of like sticker or glass or whatever this is. I looked on their website and it said you basically put it on the windshield and it's like a reflector. So if it's hard for you to see the reflection off of the windshield from the heads-up display, you can stick this on there and it just helps reflect it better so that you can see it better. And then we've also got a little piece of paper kind of giving some instructions along with the 25 different modes that you have and you can install or program onto the heads-up display if you want to. So I don't think I'm going to use this little reflector. I think later if I need to, like absolutely need to, I'll put it in, but I think for now I will just leave it off and hope I'll be just fine. So from what I believe, the thing should just set right up here. Just, yeah, like right in there somewhere. Now, I don't know if you guys are like Nebraska where you got the parking sticker permit things, but those have to sit in this corner right here. So that might get a little rough with this heads-up display unit. I'm hoping that it won't be in the way at all, but I guess we'll just have to like turn the thing on before we actually stick it down and kind of move it around how we need to, and then we'll stick it down once we find the right spot for it so it's not in the way of the park sticker. And also so it's out of the way so that later down the road, like for next year when it's 2021, then I get a new sticker and I have to put it on, then I am able to pull off the old one and put the new one on. There shouldn't be anything else in the way down there. It should just be we got to figure out how to position this thing perfectly so I can see it just right and it's not really in the way of the sticker or anything else. Alright guys, so what you're going to have to do to install this thing is the cord is going to run from the heads-up display right down this seam here, and then it's going to run down the seam, it's going to cut across right here, it's going to go in behind this piece cut in through the vent and it'll run down here into your OBD2 port. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to pull back this like door jamb seal here. And then after doing that, you should be able to pop off the side piece, because we'll have to get behind that. Because like I said, this cord will have to run right here. It'll cut across and then it'll end up coming in through this vent to cut down under here. So that way, I guess if you want to, you could run the cord just over the top here, but I feel like that would get super annoying and in the way, and it totally does not need to be right there, because if you can hide it, just as well hide it and stick it down in here and have it come under there so nobody can really see it. You'll just see the cord right here. But other than that, it should totally be out of the way. So we'll start by pulling out this door jamb piece, and then we should just be able to pop this off, and then we can run that cord down through there. All right, so first thing here should just be to pull off this door jamb piece. Just kind of grab behind it from the outside. Just slowly pull it, I guess. There we go. Just like that, that door jamb piece is out. So now we are able to access this piece right here. Alright, I don't know what you guys can see or not, but this piece was kind of just bulging out from the start. So I went and I got a flat tip screwdriver and I pried it in there, and I just kind of pried this piece out, and then I just kind of worked my way around prying it out. I guess if you want to, you can pull the, like try and pull the piece out, but for me it was kind of stuck on this door jamb. So I went and I got a flat tip screwdriver. I found that easier to do, so why not just make it easier? Didn't break anything, so there we go. Got that clip. Should be one more. One more clip down there. There we go. And just like that, this piece is off. Just let's see, 6 clips that hold it in there. Here is your heads-up display unit. And then you have the cord. This cord should just plug right there into the back of it. And I believe the heads-up display unit will face this way. I believe it will. So you should just set it on there, and that cord should end up running down right through here. And I don't think you actually have to go through the air thing. It's just right below it, basically. Run your OBD2 port cord just down through the back side, and it should just plug right in. So I'm just gonna set this guy up. So it's probably gonna be kind of hard for you guys to see from that angle, but what I found is I set the thing up, and that cord kind of comes straight out. So I have the cord going straight, basically hitting the edge of the windshield on that defroster, and then I kind of just ran it all along the side here. I think that should end up working. Just running it right down the side, just like that. And then once it gets in this side, it should just be able to cut right down through here and go down into our OBD2 port. It should end up staying like that. But once you have this piece put back on, it'll be able to hold this cord. You have that door jamb put back on, then it'll totally hold this cord in place. But for now, I'm just gonna let it sit there, and later I'll get all the wire like zip tied up and stuff, because don't know if you guys can tell or not, but we definitely have a lot of extra wire. We can go down up there and all the way back up. That's how much extra wire we have. There we go, we got it plugged in. And it is displaying stuff up on the front there. Right now it said, I don't even know. I just had the thing plugged in. I believe you turn it on though. Turn on the truck, and then you should be able, I'm not gonna put it all the way up there for now, but I'll just set it like right there. You should be able to flip through. There's a knob right back here on the back, and you should be able to flip through that, and that's how this thing turns on, and you're able to adjust stuff. I'm looking at the instructions, and it says hold this guy 5 seconds to calibrate it. Alright, so I got the thing plugged in, and I was kind of trying to go through the instructions here. It said you hold down the button for 5 seconds, and then you kind of scroll through and you pick whatever settings you want. And it has like default settings and what it thinks you should pick, stuff like that. But I kind of went through and I did that. You just kind of go through and you click the buttons, and it wasn't that hard. But I went through all like 25 or whatever it was. So now it says you should just hold in the main button for 5 seconds, and it should save and exit the mode. And then if you ever need to re-enter the calibration mode, you just hold that button for 5 seconds again, and it'll take you right back to it. So I should have everything set up. So I'm gonna hold it for 5 seconds, and then it should save all my adjustments and stuff that I just put in there. There we go. All right, so I think I have the thing adjusted right and everything. So I'm gonna start up the truck and see what shows up on the display. And I think it should be right, but I guess we'll see what it says. So I think what I put on was, I think I put fuel, time, RPM speed, or just like the RPMs, and then the speed from the speedometer. So I'll turn it on and see what shows up. I think that's what should be on there, but we'll see. If not, we'll try and recalibrate it and get it figured out. All right, so I'll show you guys what is showing up on this thing, if I'm able to. If you guys can see it, turn off the headlights here. Yeah, this is what's showing up. I might need to put that screen behind it because it's kind of giving me like a double look effect. You guys can tell what I'm talking about, I think. It's kind of screwing with my eyes. But it's got, on the left, the white is your miles per hour. The 0.2, I believe, is the gas mileage, I think. And then up top should be the RPMs. So I am now holding the camera. You can see it's super screwy with your eyes and stuff. But you can just kind of move this thing around however you want. I kind of like it. Like right there, how it follows this seam. When you look at it, it almost looks sideways. Because, like here you are looking at it. It almost kind of looks sideways. But I think it looks straight, at least where I'm at. The words up top do. And it really isn't that much in way with the parking sticker. I should be able to access, like re-access it if need be. I kind of like it right there. I don't know, I could move it to the left some. Like I could move it right there to get it out of the way. But I feel like if I put it right there, it's totally in the way of that parking sticker, and I won't be able to re-access it. So I'll probably put it like right there. Right where this line, if you can see that, this line right here kind of starts. I think I'll keep it right there, because it's not like straight in front of my face, but it's pretty easy to see. So I'm just gonna rev it, see if that RPM meter changes. Yeah, it definitely does. So I'm not quite sure what the blue dot is on there, honestly. That right there, I'm not quite sure what that is. But I don't know. I'll go back to the preferences and change some stuff up, and we'll see what happens. So let me do that real quick, see if I can figure it out, and then I will come back to you guys. Alright guys, get it focused there. So I went back on, and I changed, so I think that big blue number on the bottom, I think that was like the current fuel mileage you were getting as you would drive. I really don't care that much about that, so I just changed it to the time, because it is kind of dumb how on this truck you only have one place that shows you the time and it pops up right up here, but when you like change through radio stations and stuff, you can't even look at it because it's saying what's happening, like you change to this station, stuff like that. It kind of gets annoying. So anyways, we got the time right there. It is currently 10:08 in the morning. The truck is not turned on, so that's why it says 0 up top, because that's our RPMs. And then it shows us the miles per hour thing. So I'm not really sure what's going on, why it's being all screwy like that. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that too. I'm looking at the camera and it shows up on the camera. It's kind of giving me like a double effect. Like it's got the thing and then it's got the other thing right on top of it. Like it overlaps and it's really screwy and I do not like it. So I think I'll have it sitting about right there, and I'm gonna run that cord up front. I'll have the thing sit about right here. That cord I'm gonna push all the way forward, and then it's gonna run right along this line, and it should drop in here, and then access cord's down there. But I'll get that zip tied up underneath. But the thing should just sit like that. So let me get the truck turned on and we'll see what it looks like. So there we go. I turned the thing on and the RPMs went up. It looks like it's showing about 900 on the heads-up display, and on here it's showing about 800. Could be showing about 800 on there too. I don't really know how the reading on this works. So let's see the difference here for what it says. So I'll look at that. I don't know, I'll try and look at both, I guess. We'll see how close they are to each other. So that thing read about 3, it looked like. 2.5. So I'm gonna rev it to 3, and it says about 3.75. Let's do it again. That went just above 3. Let me get it to 3. Right about there. We're at 3. So I think this thing might be reading a little bit higher. It doesn't bother me too much, because I'm honestly probably not going to look at the RPMs too much. I'm honestly probably just going to use it for speed and the clock the most. Clock says 10:11. Truck radio says 10:11. So I think the biggest thing I will worry about is the speedometer on it, but there is settings that you can change. So I think what I'm gonna do for now is let's pull out that little piece of paper it came with, and we'll kind of hold it behind the words right here and see if that changes this kind of double effect thing we're getting, because that's really screwy with my eyes. If that does not help, then I guess I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna put that little sheet of paper on. I'll just leave it like this. But after we figure that out, I'm gonna go take this thing for a test drive, and we will see what the speedometer is like. We'll put it on cruise control on here, and we'll see what the speed says, and then we'll go through and adjust it as need be. So let's try that little film that kind of goes on the windshield, and we'll see what happens there, see if it works or not. So before I hold it up there, this is what that little thing looks like. Looks like this. There's 2 little stickers on it. I'll show you what they say. So it says this is the front. This sticker helps to This sticker helps to remove the mask from the screen guard. And this one says it is the back. Get that glare out of there. This sticker helps to remove the mask from the screen guard. So I kind of just pulled it off just to see what it was like. And it looks like there's a little plastic piece here, and there's just a small like layer of film is what this side is. It's just like this kind of like plastic film stuff. I don't know how to describe it, but this backside is just kind of plastic, but it says back and this says front, and you should still be able to see through it. So I'm gonna hold this side up to the heads-up display, like hold it on the windshield and see if we can get anything displayed from it. So let's see what happens here. So that's what the heads-up display shows. It says this side is the front. Like it should go right there. And I'm not gonna lie, that definitely helps me see. Let's go like right there with it. See what that looks like. There we go. So here's my angle. Right here, it looks kind of weird, not gonna lie, with that little piece of glass on it. But yeah, I had to tilt the thing a little bit. I honestly could still tilt it some more, but I sit right here, so there's where my head is. Honestly, that's good enough for me. I shouldn't have an issue with that. I wonder how it looks from the outside of the truck. From the outside, it honestly looks kind of gay, not gonna lie. Doesn't look too good, that little piece of film on there. Does not look the best. I don't know, I might take it off because when you're out here, you can totally tell it's there, literally from any angle. Like I can see it from here. It's just got some reflections and stuff, but I mean, you can totally see it's there. And I honestly do not think it looks the best. So when you get right above the thing, you can see the blue light, but yeah, when you're literally anywhere else, I cannot see the light from it. I don't know, I might leave that guy there for now. I don't know, it looks kind of dumb. What's it look like from in here again though? Yeah, it's, oh man, I don't know. Because I think when you're in here, it totally improves the quality and look of that thing. I think it does, at least. Totally improves the quality. It's not like that double patch thing like what was going on before. Because to me, that did not look good at all. It was screwing with my eyes a lot. I think for now, I'm going to leave this little dark plastic piece on. See how it works like this. We'll try it like this. If I do not like it, I will end up pulling it off. But I think for now, I'm going to leave it on. I'll see how I like it. Let me get all this stuff put away. I'm going to put this piece back on, put this piece back on, get this thing zip tied up underneath, and then we will go take this guy for a test drive and see what the speedometer says, and we will adjust it if need be. But first, I am going to put all this away. Alright guys, so I got everything put away. I'm gonna go for a test drive here. One thing I did notice is, so my headlights are turned on because the door to the shed was closed, and so that's why everything's dark. But anyways, this right here is super dark right now. I can barely even see the miles per hour thing. It shows it better on the camera than it does in person, but I can't even see any of the blue on there right now. So I want to see if it gets brighter. Looks like it does. I was gonna say I wanted to see if it got brighter, like when the headlights shut off, then if that adjusted with it. I was just curious about that, but it looks like it does. Let's get the door closed. We'll get on the road. We'll set it at about 45 miles an hour. So once we get up here on the road, I'm thinking this thing is going way faster than what it says. That says 4 miles an hour. This thing, I gotta turn the wheel here, but it says like 1. So it says we're going, I think, at least way faster. than what we actually are. But we'll go out on the road, set it at about 45 miles an hour here. So it's like 12. That's pretty close actually. Let's go 13. So 13 and 13. 14 and 13. It's probably hard for you guys to see, but I can see it. Honestly, probably should have done this earlier, but that little film right there, so just where I put it at, is it's kind of in the way of where the windshield wipers go. You can kind of tell that on camera. I can see it in person a lot better though. But it's like halfway on the line. I should have went up or down with it some. I don't know, it's kind of hard to do that, but you can tell how kind of the dirt of it is about halfway on that line. So if it's super dirty, then you might only be able to see half of what it's telling you. The RPMs on the heads-up display telling me higher than what it actually is. Because right now on the heads-up display it looks like it's about 1800, 1900, and down here we're not really close to that. The speed's pretty similar. It's telling me 45 on the heads up, and now we're losing speed, but it's about 1 mile an hour less to perfect. So it's about perfect or 1 mile an hour less on the heads up display. So it's pretty close to perfect. I don't know, I should have drove around with it real quick without this tinted like lens stuff on it first and see what it looked like. Should have did that earlier. Alright, so it says we're set at 45. That's the speed limit here. And this is saying 44. It's varying between 44 and 45. So it's pretty close. And it's saying RPMs on the thing. On the heads up display, it's saying RPMs is like 1600 or so. When down here it's about 1350, 1400. So it's definitely giving me higher RPMs on the heads-up display. That doesn't matter to me too much. My main thing was the time and the speed. I'm just really not sure how I feel about this dark tinted piece right here. Because honestly, to me it kind of looks ugly from the outside. It doesn't look the best from in here either, because it's just kind of distracting that you've got just this one little tinted piece where there's not tint anywhere else. So I just think it's really distracting and weird. Like when it says 2 grand on the RPMs up here, it says 2 grand on there. It's actually reading about like 1800 on here. So it's not exactly perfect, but that is not really a big deal to me, so I'm just gonna leave it. If it was the speedometer, I would fix that, but it's pretty close to accurate. It's reading just about at the same thing. It's going, like I'd set it on 45 and it'd go between, like, so the truck was saying 45, and up here it was saying 44 or 45. So it was kind of right at that line, and honestly that's fine with me. I'd rather be going like just under the speed limit than way over, because I really don't want to get pulled over and get a ticket. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'd give it a pretty good review. The only thing was on the windshield is I had to put that piece on. I really did not want to put that thing on because it looks bad from the outside. Does not look good at all from the outside. And it's kind of ugly from the inside too, not gonna lie. It's just this one little tinted piece. But yeah, I can't stand that piece there. But if I didn't have it, it kept giving me that double glare thing. You guys saw that going on. But honestly, other than that, the RPMs is a little off, but I can go in and adjust that if I want to. I probably won't because I don't feel like it, and I don't care that much to do it, but you are able to. But yeah, I'd say just a stupid sticker tint thing. I really did not want to put that on because it looks ugly. But other than that, I'd give it a pretty good review. Easy install. The cord runs right there. It goes down into this piece. Man, that's hot right there. And then, yeah, that's in all the way. Yeah, you can see that cord just goes in right there. And it goes down under, and I zip tied it up, back up under there. Pretty easy install. I bought it off of F-150 LEDs. There's a link for it in the description. It was 160 or 170 bucks when I bought it because it was on sale, but I think they're normally 200. Go check them out. I got a bunch more other stuff from F-150 LEDs coming here soon, so stay tuned for more videos and more fun truck build mod videos, whatever you want to call them. Just stay tuned for more of those, and also be sure to check out the Instagram page and the Facebook page, and make sure to give this video a like, hit that thumbs up button, and let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if I did something wrong. Like, let me know in the description if I did something wrong and that's why I had to put this thing on. Just let me know in the description box below what you guys think about it, if I did anything wrong, if you like it, if you're gonna go get yourself one, just anything. Let me know in the description or in the comment box. But as always, thanks for watching another video of Bloom Outdoors. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.